All right, finally got here. Took about 3 weeks because it's considered a special order. This is the iMac 2020 i9 3.6 gigahertz 10th generation 10 core. So we're going to open this up. Okay, so all right, so this is how this works. Let me spin this around. I never had an iMac before. Just a little history. I am coming from running my recording studio. I had a G5 before, and then for the last 7 years, since 2013, I've had a Mac Mini 2.6 gigahertz loaded with 16 gigs of RAM. And that's the most amount of RAM you can put in the Mac Mini. So there is the iMac. It's in a pretty big box. It's got a little bit of weight to it. Let me get this out of the way. Always keep the box. Always keep the box. All right, there it is. Now I'm going to open this up and we're going to take a look. So it's just a standard box. Looks like you just give this a pull. Just so you know, you're being recorded on my iPhone 11 Pro Max. And I am using a Sony C. That's not the 38, that's the C. I forget the brand of it. I forget the model number of it. I'm drawing a blank because I'm all excited. Okay. I did get the Apple Care warranty. This is the keypad. Oh yeah. Okay. Keypad and mouse, magic mouse. All right. Okay. There we go. This is okay. There's. I don't know how this comes off. Oh, it's like a puzzle. All right, so check this out. I slide it like this. These bottom pieces slide out. Yeah. Like this. And then this top piece comes off like this. All right, and then it gets a lot smaller in size. So, let me put this over here. So I got the Apple Care warranty, which covers it for 3 years. Any problems with anything, they take care of. And even if you break it because of misuse, they will replace it one time a year within those 3 years. All right. I'd like to put this all back in here. How it was. This, like that. Am I missing something? Nope. Okay. This goes like this. Put the top on. Save the box. I did a lot of research on this when I started looking for my new computer for my studio. And I wanted to go with something more powerful than what I had. I don't do a lot of video, but as you can see, I'm doing a video right now. So I mainly do studio recording. All right. Now, I've read a lot about the difference between the i7 and the i9. The i9 supposedly runs a little hotter. Not supposedly. They done test and shows that it does. And it might, the fan noise people talk about, I can tell you this. I will be 100% honest with you. I have 14 days to return this, and if the noise is not acceptable, and I'm in a recording studio here, home recording studio, it will be going back and I will be getting something that is acceptable. But I hope that's not the case because I sort of like the specs. Okay, now, as you all know or should know, do not buy your RAM if you're buying the 27-inch iMac from Apple because they way overcharge for RAM. Let's put it like this: for 128 gigabytes of RAM, they charge $2,600. You could get 128 gigabytes of RAM off Amazon for like under $600, around $500, maybe a little bit under, depending on what you get. I went with the OWC. And it does not void the warranty, and it is very easy to install. Okay, so let me do this. So far, so good. And when I say keep the box, keep all the packaging, even this. Especially if you don't know if you're going to return it, which I have no intentions of returning this unless it causes me issues, and I will let you know. So let's... All right, now we're going to install the RAM. And what you do is you take a little, I'm going to take my tweaker that I do my tape machine with, and where the cable plugs in, there is a little thing you push, and it pops this back plate up. All right, use something rubber, don't scratch your brand new iMac. All right, I still got the plastic on here, and notice that I laid down a nice clean cloth underneath, even though I still have this on. You don't want to damage your brand new screen. Even though you did get the Apple Care like me, you don't want to use it just yet. Now, when you remove this door, don't flip it around, okay? Put it exactly how it goes back in. So I know it goes like this. So I'm going to put this right here, and I know exactly which way it goes back in. Now, I don't know if, I hope you could see this. This might be in your way. There's two tension rings here that you go like this very lightly and it comes right out. Now, pay attention to where the RAM is in there, because there's 4 different access points, or 4 different slots for RAM. And right now I am installing 64 gigs of RAM. I'm going to remove the two 4 gig sticks that they have in there, and I'm going to put 2 64 gigs in there, right? And then, if everything's going good with this Mac, and I could always add another 64 gigs. Now, take the RAM. So this looks like it's from the bottom, it's in number slot 1 and 3. That's where I'm going to put these. And you just pull it up very lightly. That's number 1. So I'm going to put that here. And I'm going to take my stick out of here. This is a 32 gig stick. Now, if you notice the way I took that out, there is a slot right here. So you want to make sure you put it in right. Now there's more teeth on this side than there is this side. So the longer tooth side goes to the right. So it goes in like this. Okay. Now, I got it down there. Once you get it down, you just give it a light push and that's it. That's installed. All right, now I'm going to take my second stick out, which is in the 3rd slot from the bottom. You just give it a little pull. There's the second stick. And if you notice the way I pulled it out, the longer side is to the right. And I'm going to put that in the plastic case and take my other stick out, longer side to the right. And I'm going to make sure I go in slot 3, which there's guides. little plastic guide. So you just put it in like that. Once it's all flush on the bottom there, you just take both fingers and just, that's it. Push it down, make sure it's seated good. They got a nice vent back here. You take your retention clips, push them to the side, down. They grab 2 little pegs in there. Your RAM is installed. You take your plate, because you didn't spin it around, you know it's going exactly how you took it out. Alright, so you just line it up. And you should hear a little crunch. Boom, it's back in, it's beautiful, and it's all good. Alright, so I entered my information, got my Wi-Fi going and everything, and right now I have to say this screen is absolutely beautiful. It automatically adjusts to the ambient lighting in the room. This thing is a Retina 5K display. Let's go to about this Mac. All right, this is Mac operating system 10.15.6 Catalina. It's got the 3.6 gigahertz 10-core Intel i9. It's the 10th generation. 64 gigs of RAM. The Radeon Pro 5500 XT with its own 8 gigabytes of RAM just for the graphics. We go to memory, 232 gig sticks, and I have room for 2 more. Go to storage, got a 1 terabyte hard drive. This screen just looks awesome. That's the Apple Cinnamon display. Look at that compared to this 5K display. It's just like, there's no comparison. And I seen this side by side with the Nano Glass. My friend bought one of each, and we compared the i9 to the i7, and the one had the Nano Glass on it. This is sharper, clearer, and plus I can control the lighting in my room. It's not like I have windows and offset. This is fine by me. I'm glad I didn't go with the Nano Glass. I'm glad I went with the 1 terabyte hard drive, and I saved $2,000 by upgrading the RAM myself. So always upgrade the RAM yourself. I'm not used to moving a mouse. This is the mouse I'm used to. As far as noise, if you listen to that noise, I don't know if you could hear it. I hear it. That's not the i9. That's my Mac Mini. Let me turn it off. I can hear my Mac Mini running. I'm going to shut it off. This you can't hear at all. It just stopped. So, yeah, that's completely acceptable to me. I'm very, very happy that I went with the i9 instead of the i7 8-core. This is 10 cores. This thing is awesome. This thing is a beast. It's got the SSD drives, which is way faster than the SATA. This thing's awesome. Very happy so far. So I'm just not used to the mouse, and I'm gonna get a trackpad. I don't like this. The keyboard, it's light. I mean, it's the same size as my wired one. The buttons feel a tad different. I think this is, they have a little more push to them, where this is just like, you're just whatever. I did adjust, I did some things. I removed some things from the dock that I don't use, and I also did some things like, I like the genie effect and stuff like that. But this is cool. I'm very happy with it so far. Okay. So yeah, that's pretty much it. The i9. I'm glad I spent a couple $100 extra on that. It's a $400 upgrade, and then go to the 1 terabyte, because these come standard 512 for storage. I went to 1 terabyte. That's an extra 200. So I got a discount on this Mac anyway. So oh, look at the mouse turns big. Yeah, it's gonna take some getting used to. I've had my Mac Mini for so long. But did you hear how loud my Mac Mini was compared like this? I can't even hear that it's on. My Mac Mini ran all the time. So we'll see though. As this gets pushed, I might hear it, but it's normal. It's got a powerful processor. It needs fans to cool it. I've seen all the tests on YouTube that people were doing between the i7 and the i9. And they're like, oh, the i9 isn't that much faster. On average, it was 18% better on every test. On some tests, it was up to 50% better. And I've seen a few tests that it was 40% better. I'm not a Mac expert. I'm not a computer expert. But better is better. For $400 more, you're spending that much money anyway. I don't know. I'd go with the i9. That's why I went with the i9. So anyway, I'm going to edit some video and put this up for you.